When you walk from one room to another, you're presented with a different view. Some different furniture, sometimes different paint on the walls. When you engage a threshold concept, you should get a new viewpoint as well. Perhaps a different viewpoint on your own ideas or your own way of doing things. This threshold concept is writing is a conversation. Now, many of us often think of writing as a monologue. The writer is writing to the reader. But I want to suggest that there's another side of the conversation. There are the people who have written before or spoken before that the writer is in conversation with. Frankly, this is why we do research. Research isn't simply getting statistics or quotations that support our ideas, but it's entering into conversation with those who wrote before us. Okay? Library research is simply a way of finding out what other people said about a topic that we're interested in, so we can enter into conversation with them. That's what we're doing when we quote them. We're entering into conversation. Now, when we think about it that way, we understand that we actually have a meeting of minds when this is going on. We might disagree with them, we might agree with them, but somehow we're engaging them in conversation. Now, other kinds of research, say a survey, is also entering into conversation. It's obvious, or an interview is entering in a conversation with somebody else. It's not simply getting data for you to use in your monologue, but you're actually engaging with that person. And that engagement, that conversation, then goes into your writing. Now, that helps us think differently about our reader, that we're not simply telling our reader things, but we're entering into a conversation with our reader. Just as when we were reading other people in our library research, we were thinking about what they had to say. We were responding to it, either in our minds or in our writing. Your reader is going to respond to your writing. Often you don't have control of that, just like you don't have control about what somebody else says in a conversation. Right? But you can anticipate that, and you can think about how you want to enter in conversation with this reader. Right? Maybe you'll never hear their side of the conversation except in your own mind, but maybe that's enough to help you think about how you want to go around this very different way of looking at the communication triangle.